Joining us now, Congressman Ken Buck. He's a member of the House Judiciary Oversight and Government Reform Committees. Congressman, great to have you with us. Sanctuary cities. Why has the federal government, under Republican presidents and Democratic, including this one, permitted these sanctuary cities to flout federal law?
I have no idea. It's a terrible policy. The federal government should do everything within its power to make sure that states and local governments are cooperating with the federal government when the federal government's trying to enforce federal law.
And what do you think is, it appears to me, Congressman, that the dialogue is changing very quickly, that Republican candidates, in part because of Donald Trump stepping out and risking a great deal to be direct on the issue, and also the murder of Kathryn Steinle in a sanctuary city. It's forcing candidates to actually take a position that they didn't want to have to deal with, don't you think?
Absolutely. Anytime there's something in the public eye, I think that politicians, elected officials have to react to it, and I think that's what's happening here, and it's a good thing. We need to come to some sort of solution on this issue, and whether it's this or something else that moves us forward, we've got to move on this issue.
And your judgment, Bob Goodlatte, the chairman of your Judiciary Committee, saying point blank that the president bears considerable responsibility in the death of Kathryn Steinle and those others, by extension, other citizens who've been killed in this country in sanctuary cities. Your personal thoughts?
I think the Obama administration has failed. I think they have failed to give us border security. I think they have failed to give us guest worker programs. I think they have failed to enforce the immigration laws, and it has resulted in thousands of victims of identity theft and violent crimes across our country, and it's very sad. It is also one of the primary reasons why we can't move legislation forward, because he is placing barriers, especially in the Senate, to getting anything done.
And the idea that Lois Lerner persists as an issue, that you have been stonewalled, the Republicans in the House have been stonewalled on every committee, on every one of the half dozen or so major scandals that surround this White House. Is it going to persist?
I think the scandals will persist because they're not coming to an end. I think there is a serious problem with the administration. President Obama ran on a platform of transparency. He has been anything but transparent in his 6.5 years of office. It is an absolute disgrace that not since Watergate have we seen the IRS use its authority to go after political enemies, and for the public not to be more outraged that something that is demanded of them, a tax return, can be used in this way. I think it's just disgraceful.
And are you also surprised that the presidential candidates to this point have not formed a voice and a position on this issue and what they would do about it?
Are you talking about the IRS specifically now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that the presidential candidates should all be running on the fact that they would clean up government if they got in government. That's what I hear when I go back to my district, and I think it's so important that Republicans stand for truth and stand for transparency and good government. And I think it is a stark contrast where Hillary Clinton has been and where Barack Obama has been.
And you would think, as well, a massive political opportunity for the Republican candidates. Congressman, great to have you with us. Come back soon, would you?
Thank you very much.
Congressman Ken Buck.